Welcome to JazzTime. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Sky Dweller in rose gold with a slate dial on Jubilee. Reference 336935. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch. Then I'll tell you where it stands in the lineup of other similar Sky Dwellers. Then I'll tell you about the case bezel dial bracelet movement. Finally, try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with a little history. Now, the Sky Dweller is one of Rolex's newest collections. Not the newest, but one of the newest. It was created in 2012. Now it's 2026. So that's 14 years ago. And in terms of Rolex times table, since Rolex has been around for more than 100 years, 12 years or 14 years is not a long time. And not only is it not a long time, they released it in 2012 with a reference number of 326935. And in 2025 or 24, they released the same thing, more or less. They call it reference 336935. And the only difference is actually the movement. Well, mostly only the difference is the movement. There's some minor tweaks here and there, but for the most part, it's just basically the movement. Okay, so that gives you a little idea where it stands in the lineup. Now, the Sky Dweller is 42 millimeters, which makes it one of the larger watches on Rolex's catalog. You could even call it a Datejust 42 instead of a Sky Dweller, because it looks just like a Datejust. And where does it stand in the lineup? Well, a Sky Dweller is going to be one of their premier lines because of the complication, because they make Sky Dwellers out of a lot of different materials: steel and gold, rose gold, yellow gold, and white gold, on oyster flex, and so on and so forth, and many different colors. They got a lot of different variations of the Sky Dweller. It's almost, like I said, almost like a Datejust 42. So this one happens to be on a Jubilee, which was also just introduced not long ago. Sky Dweller was primarily made on a oyster bracelet before. Now it's made on a Jubilee. So there you have it. Okay, now where does this watch stand in the lineup? Well, the 336 version of the Sky Dweller just came out, I want to say in 2023 or so. And that included the new movement and the introduction of the Jubilee bracelets on their rose gold versions. And so this one has a rose gold version, or has a Jubilee on it. Okay, with that said, now you have a little idea where it stands in the lineup. Let's start talking about the watch, starting with the case. It's 42 millimeters, 1 millimeter bigger than the Datejust, but it's going to be a little bit thicker, I think around like 14 millimeters or so. And that's due to having more complications, which I'll get to when I start talking about the dial. But yeah, it's 42 millimeters. So those who like the Datejust, but they want a little bit more complications, a little bit thicker, more stuff to it, then this is the watch to go with. As I said, you could kind of even call it a Datejust 42 because it looks just like a Datejust. All right, so that's the case, and it's all made out of rose gold. Let's look at the bezel here. Now, the bezel is interesting because this bezel is actually the only bezel in the current production, or the Fluted, that is, that turns. And it has they call it a command ring, and it turns because it allows you to set the time. Because this watch is an annual calendar, it allows you to set the date on here, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to go through that because this is not a how-to video, but I'm just going to say that is the function of the bezel. So the bezel actually does have a function. Usually the Fluted bezel only has an aesthetic component, but this one doesn't. It not only is it beautiful, it's fluted, but it also has a function to it. Helps you set the date. Okay, so with that said, let's move on here to the dial. Now the dial is a new dial per this reference number. It's going to be called a Slate dial. Now the previous generation, 326935, which did not have the Jubilee bracelet, by the way, only had the oyster bracelet. They called it a rhodium dial. I'm not really sure what the difference is. I actually look at the pictures side by side, but I couldn't really tell. Maybe they just want to change the name for the sake of charging more money. I'm not really sure, but it's gray. They call it slate, call it rhodium, whatever, but basically it's gray, and it's the only option you have if you want a gray dial. Okay, But let's break down the watch a little bit more. Now, the newer generation Sky Dollars, like you see here, are going to have these indexes. They don't make it on Roman numerals anymore. They used to, maybe, I don't know, more than 10 years ago. But they stopped that because it just made the watch look too crowded. And so with these hour markers like this, you can really read the dial. So I'm going to just break it down a little bit for you to see what are you looking at here. The little red dot here signifies the date, the month that the watch is in. So 12 o'clock would be December, 6 o'clock would be June, or if it's at 4, it would be April. If it's at 9, it'd be September. Make sense? So that little red dot, and you can move that using the command ring and the crown. You have the typical date 1 through 31 on the right hand side, 1 through 31 there, and you only need to adjust this watch one time in February. And actually, you only need to adjust it, pretty much in February, because the watch doesn't know if there's 28 days or 29 days because they're due to February. But for the rest of the months, it does know. So that is pretty cool. You'd only have to adjust it one time in February if you, given that you wear it every day or have it on a watch winder. Okay, and you also have a GMT function here. This is actually pretty cool, I think, as well. It allows you to check the time in another area, and it does it in 24-hour time, for example, like in Europe or Asia or something. If you're here in America, you can see local time on these 3 hands and then check GMT hand from some other place abroad. And I think that's pretty cool. Okay, and aside from that, it has a very good luminescent, and I like the way the hands are. They're skeletonized right where it counts so that you can see through it and read the GMT hand, but it's also luminescent so where you need it to read the hour markers, okay? All right, let's move on to the bezel here, or the bracelet. Now, the bracelet, the Jubilee, is only going to be available on this 336 version, which came out, I think, around 2023. And they also still make the Oyster, but the Jubilee, I think, really makes the watch pop. It goes well with the fluted bezel and just breaks it up a little bit, makes it look more detailed and complicated, if you ask me. So, and it's also very supple. It has a 5mm comfort extension on the buckle, and the buckle is the same as you would get on a Oyster. It's a flip lock, where you just simply close it. It's not a safety Oyster lock. You don't close it twice. It only has a folding component to it, but it's still very secure. It's 5-piece links across, so it's very supple. It's high polish down the center, brushed down the sides. Let's look at the movement here. Now, the movement is the main thing that has been changed in this watch, aside from the addition of offering this new bracelet option. The movement is going to be a 9002 movement. The old one was a 9001. I'm not really sure what the big difference is, because the last model, we've had a lot of them and none of them broke, and they were all quite good. So I'm sure they probably changed some screws here and there and then charge you a lot more money for it, is probably what I think. But it does have a good power reserve of 72 hours. I'm not sure if that's changed or not, but 72 hours is the standard nowadays. AP does 70 hours, Rolex does it. The only company that doesn't do it is Patek. They're still stuck in the, 50 years ago when watches had 35-hour power reserve. And that's not a knock on them, but that is actually true. Rolexes were doing 48-hour power reserves back in 1979. So, Patek got to step up its game. Rolex is now doing 72 hours, so they've increased it. The movement's good. You can't see it anyway, so let's move on from that. Time to try this watch on my wrist and give you my thoughts. Now, I'm a fan of Rolex, of course, like everybody, or I think a lot of people, not everybody, but it's a great watch. And for those who have larger wrists, I would say that the Sky Dollar is really perfect for you, because it is not that much bigger. It's a little bit thicker, 42 versus 41, a little bit thicker, maybe 13, 14 millimeters versus 12, and it's a little bit more complicated. So it just looks like a more beefy watch. It has a bigger price tag, of course. So for those who want to take the Datejust to the next level, the dress watch to the next level, the Sky Dollar is really the place to go on it. I really like it. I like the function of it, that you have an annual calendar as opposed to a 31-day calendar, and also you can tell time in another place. I just think it's a really cool, and I like the color combination, the Jubilee on it. I really like everything about it. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And look, if you want to buy at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.